by the way, so I do have to pump through this. Okay. I mean, we're already behind schedule. And I wasn't even going to give commentary on this game, but you know what? It's done. What's done is done. Okay, keep it real, man. Hey, before you go, remember the most important thing, okay? Be excellent to one another. And party on dudes. Okay? I still don't know what that does. It's not in the old one. You're gonna do what? Hold on. You're gonna do some of my assignment. Well, maybe I can help you. What is it? Tell me about the assignment before you get cracking. I might not be able to help you. Don't get me wrong. My dad can cook. That damn stream delay, he's already gone, isn't he? Did they ever explain why they did this stream delay? Was it to I assumed because people were gonna start having sex on camera on the PS4 and the Xbox One. Read this. I'll be your fast reader. You see me? They're like talking all deep, and I'm like, fuck that, on some crates. Give it to me, baby. Give me that stuff. That sweet, valuable stuff. There we go. I still don't know what that fucking thing does. I just want the loot, baby. Yeah, they all say that though. Oh, what? I ain't gonna do the Fallout thing because I actually know it's empty. Okay. Except for those barrels. I don't know why I did those, but it might have been RNG. Like some of them might not be empty. Is what I was thinking. I did some tests with save states before, but cannot say. I love this. That's not what it says. Very compassionate also. I did mention this. This does have a U.S. release on the DS, right? This probably would have been released in the US had it been done after Dragon Quest VIII. Because Dragon Quest VIII was surprisingly successful, and it was an experiment to even translate it and release it in the US. But they wanted to, first of all, get, to see if it would succeed, now that Final Fantasy and everything was a big deal. But the old Dragon Quest games didn't really do so well, because Final Fantasy VII, hadn't happened yet. So, and then Dragon Quest IX kind of like established. Now, by the way, if you're wondering why Dragon Quest X hasn't been released in the US and there's no plans for it, it's because it did poorly in Japan, which is fucking hilarious. But it's an MMO. Dragon Quest X is, like I said, all the Dragon Quest games are different. Dragon Quest X went the MMO route. And it did amazingly, it sold like 1 million copies in Japan. Now that seems like a lot, but for a Dragon Quest game in Japan, no. We're talking Call of Duty numbers, okay? But the whole Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS thing, I really don't know what's going on with that. Because Dragon Quest VII was released in the US, it did okay. But, I wanted to say, Dragon Quest VII does not have the new translation. That was another part of the localization experiment of Dragon Quest VIII. Is that there's the spells have different names, and the enemies have different names. I honestly don't know if this game uses the new spells or the old spells. No, it uses the old, I think. Because this would say heal all. I'm gonna do these. No, I'm playing. People who do not appreciate Dragon Quest are fucking assholes. Okay? Anybody that says Final Fantasy is better than Dragon Quest is getting punched in the nuts. Okay? I don't know. 9 was good. I mean, 10 was pretty good. 10-2 was better. But 12, I love fucking 12. But none of them are better than even the worst Dragon Quest in the story. Final Fantasy's pretentious. It's like fucking Final Fantasy to me is like Syriana. It gets good reviews because people think they're supposed to understand it, and they don't. Because it's not comprehensible. They think, oh, if I was smart, I would understand. Therefore, it's like really deep, and it deserves a good. Okay, it's really deep. That's why I don't get it. No, it's because it's fucking incomprehensible. It's typical fucking Japanese esotericness. Okay, it's supposed to be. Don't get me wrong. It has a little artistic, vibe to it, but it's not good. Okay, and it's supposed to be not good. Believe it or not. But frankly, like what did my dad say? I'm not into the whole "it's funny because it's not funny" thing. And there was a time in the early 2000s where that was popular. And he's absolutely right. You know, the funny because it's not funny thing, I'm not into it either. That's so random. And that actually became a TV show. When it was an insult. It was an insult. That's so random. Okay, and it actually, like, this new generation, that's how retarded they are. That's how retarded they are. They love that show too. It's not like just some show that's not successful. Okay, they fucking eat that shit up, and it is random. There's a good name for that show. Humor is not about being random. It's not about a confusion. Okay, that's the bullshit that the fucking, you know, don't listen to anything that everybody says. Okay, if it's repeated 100,000 times, it's probably wrong. Okay, you know what? And you know who probably told them that? A comedian, so that you would not be as funny as him and he could make more money. Okay? Comedy is inducing a state of confusion. That is, you're trying to figure out what it means. And then when you come to a conclusion, the moment you come to a conclusion, the comedian or the punchline or whatever, you know, whether a comedian or not, the punchline comes at that moment. Okay? And at that moment, the punchline should be different than what the person was thinking. Okay? So it goes, oh, so I say potatoes, chips, right? Okay. I turned potatoes into chips. You were thinking about, well, what does potatoes have to do with anything? Whatever. Maybe my timing wasn't that good, but that's why timing is important, because it's supposed to hit you at that exact moment. As a matter of fact, I know my timing wasn't good. It was about a half of a second late. You know, whatever. I'm not good at telling time. I have good timing sometimes, but it's intuition. It's not actual skill. I do like the 3D, how they use it. You see how you couldn't see the girl? Notice that the player character could not see the girl yet, but now he can. Now, so far, don't get me wrong, I like that they did it in Chrono Trigger, but so far when I was playing this game the other way, I didn't see any, like, anime cutscenes. Very happy with that. Very happy with that, because I am not so down with it in Dragon Quest. It is really good in Dragon Quest IX, the intro, because it's not anime. It's like a CGI with cell shading. I'll show that to you maybe some other time. Well, at least it looks like CGI. By the way, Vampire Hunter D was the last anime ever made, supposedly. This is what I heard. To use all traditional animation. No computers, no nothing. You basically use computers.